A global issue of electronic waste, that is e-waste, that has also impacted to climate change. Citizens have been urged to be more careful on how they use the electronic devices in an effort to mitigate disease caused by e-waste. Speaking here in Nairobi during the third Africa, that is International E-Waste Conference, NEMA Director of Compliance, Dr. Ayub Macharia, said electronic producers will now be held responsible for pollution, which will have serious consequences.
If we find the name of a company on an e-waste item in the rivers, definitely that person will be issued with an improvement notice to be required to remove that item from our rivers within the shortest time possible, failure to which they can be prosecuted for polluting our environment.
E-waste, of course, contributes to negative effects of climate change. As you know, e-waste has a lot of hazardous materials. So e material, when they go to the environment, they will cause negative impacts. There will be emission of greenhouse gases. There will be emission of CO2. Of course, that affects how our climate evolves. So when you manage e-waste safely, you also mitigate the negative effects of climate change. Tukifanya kiolela-olela, namaanisha pia climate itazidi kuharibika, because you know climate is connected to the environment and also circular economy. That's why we are saying, apart from recycling, you can also reuse, refurbish, just to ensure that also the materials are in circulation more, just before going to the final step, which is recycling.
Africa is at the bottom of this grade. We are recycling less than 5%. Sometimes in East Africa, less than 1% of our e-waste. And we're saying government needs to do more to support the private sector. Government needs to do its best to deliberately nurse this sprouting sector. E-waste is the fastest growing form of waste in the whole world. This should pose a big challenge to any government.
So circular economy principles means when we get waste, we start to think, is it possible for this thing to be repaired? Can we remanufacture something from it? Can it be reused? Can it be